or welcome back to our pod crew. This time we are in Utila, known for its small island charm. Warm turquoise water and exceptional dive sites.
Bienvenidos a Utila.
If you were here last time, you saw that we've got some big stuff happening. We are finally out in the Caribbean in the salty water. We just completed our first 24-hour passage when we left Rio Dulce, Guatemala. The crew is all doing wonderfully. It was a long, sleepless night, and so it felt truly incredible to be greeted by this golden light over Utila in the distance. We found the process smooth, easy, and the people were very friendly, checking us in. If you're cruising to Honduras, remember to fill out the form online, link in the description. We're all checked in to Honduras. This makes us officially cruisers, I think. And so this week, we're going to go explore the island. We're going to go snorkeling, visit some breathtaking beaches, learn a little about the history of the island and the people. And we find lots of great restaurants and cool places and friendly locals. We didn't really know what to expect, but we were happily surprised when we got here. I had the pleasure of not knowing anything about it and being absolutely blown away. And I just can't wait for you to get to see this place. Of course, while you're here, you've got to go snorkeling. There are so many places to dive or snorkel, and you are almost guaranteed to see rays, beautiful fish, a variety of coral and sea fans. If you're here during a certain time of year, you may get to see baby nurse sharks, and this is the world-famous place to see whale sharks. Fingers crossed we'll get to see some while we're here. A good snorkel session will definitely work up an appetite and a thirst. For a very special treat, let's get out of town. We're going down the coast to a place you can only reach by boat. If you don't have your own dinghy or lancha around, you can take the complimentary ferry, which leaves from right behind the public beach at Chepa Beach. Utila is one of the Bay Islands of Honduras, along with its famous sister Roatan, the lesser-known Guanaja, and the Cayo Cochinos, or Pig Islands. These islands are famous for being some of the best scuba diving and snorkeling in the world. Utila is the most economical place to dive, with PADI certification classes starting under $300 including accommodation. And with practically the whole island revolving around diving, you'll be sure to have access to the best gear and instructors and get to dive in a place with shipwrecks, plane wrecks, ocean pinnacles, steep drop-offs, and colorful fish abound. Utila is about 7 miles long and located about 18 miles from the mainland of Honduras. The Bay Islands have been a part of Honduras for about 150 years, but originally they were settled by the Payan and also the Mayan cultures. Until the arrival of the Europeans around 1502. Over the next 200 years, the local population was trafficked away by slave traders, until the islands were basically abandoned. Which is when the Spanish, English, French, and Dutch pirates took control of the islands, using them as hideouts, food storage, and safe harbor, even establishing a few of the towns that still exist today. Beware, treasure hunters! Removing any ancient artifact is highly prohibited. We spent our first morning exploring, taking a long walk along the eastern shore. We met the owner of this amazing beachfront property, an expat retired investment banker turned artist. For a very small donation, you can walk through his property, and the proceeds go to help cleaning up the trash that washes ashore. Then, once you've worked up an appetite, on your way back to town, stop by The Point, and you'll be rewarded with great burgers and phenomenal desserts. Plus, you can take a swim in their pool, enjoy meeting some of the locals, and walk out to the rocky beach in front. In 1797, there was a historic relocation of many ex-slaves, with hundreds of them being resettled in the Bay Islands. They are the Garifuna people. Nowadays, their descendants and those of the remaining pirates make up much of the 4,000 people that live here. However, now they're sports fishermen, have marinas and shops, and all of this creates a unique island culture from that of the mainland. Hi, doggy. Utila is charming, colorful, inviting. It's like East Coast USA with a little Louisiana bayou, except it feels like you're in a lesser-known Hawaiian island instead of Latin America. English is actually the main language here. Followed by other local dialects, Spanish is also spoken. I'd like to remind you that if you hit the subscribe button, it helps our channel enormously. We're just getting started, we're growing, and it's free to hit the subscribe button. I know it sounds like it's like a subscription, but it just lets YouTube know that you're interested in seeing more content from us. We really appreciate you being here. I truly mean that. We find so many great restaurants. We've really liked Underwater Visions, Thursday Night Asian Night. We've been a few times and the food is excellent. Other nights they have other specials. I know Tuesday is wing night, plus they do fun things like trivia nights, and there's always a lively crowd. An amazing place to check out the sunset is Bondo Beach. Grab a drink at the bar and then pay the small entrance fee, which helps keep it all pristine, clean, and maintained. There's a daily ferry over from Roatan and also from La Ceiba on the mainland on this great catamaran. Trips to Roatan take under an hour, and from Roatan you can get international flights or fly over from the mainland. Go get him! Another favorite of ours is the Utila Brewing Company. My favorite is the IPA, but they offer a variety of ever-changing options, which shares its beautiful dockside location with the restaurant The Local and the Gringa. They serve up some tasty food with a local flair. Try the fried breadfruit. Certain nights of the week they have live music, which goes into the late hours. We can tell you since we're anchored right out front and can hear it all night long, but we don't mind. We just stand at paddleboard / kayak kind of over here to this beautiful white sand. Gotta be careful not to get swept out to sea, guys. Let's go back. Being an island that has to have basically everything brought over from the mainland, you can expect prices to be a little higher since everything has to pay its way over. If you do want to cook at home a couple nights, check out Bush's Market, which has such a great variety for being such a small town. Utila feels like such a safe place. The people are very welcoming. It definitely feels like a place I could stay a while. Walking the little area of town, most of the population is concentrated to the southeastern side of the island. I love that you'll rarely see a car or a truck, which is also great because the main streets are narrow. Most people get around from place to place on quads, motorcycles, or golf carts. Next time, our friends Bill and Joanne take us on a golf cart tour around Utila, and we will share our route and all of our stops so that if you're here, you can do the same thing. We would have passed right by so many interesting sights, beaches, and entire sections of the island we didn't even know had roads. It's such a great place for families, for young, adventurous spirits, obviously people that want to do some amazing scuba diving or free diving or snorkeling, and for all of you coming on your sailboat. If you have been wondering if Utila is a place you want to check out, let me tell you, I really highly recommend it. I hope that's been fun. Please leave any questions or comments you have below, and we've got so much exciting stuff coming up in the future. So thank you for being here again. Big salty kisses from the pod crew. We'll see you next time.